All right, let's forgot to do this. So let's grade the rookies, undrafted rookies, and rookies for the Detroit Lions in the 2021 draft and for the 2022 draft approaches. I have been starting my film study on some of the prospects so far. So um I started off with Willis. I'm not done with Willis yet, but then I do um might get to some Hutchinson today, some Thibodeau today, kind of some familiar names, and then I probably get to some lesser known names. So I'm gonna cover a lot of familiar names in the beginning at the top of the draft, and then gonna work to some less familiar names and get my opinion on that. But yeah, I mean, obviously we can start off with Panisa Will. I mean, Jesus, I mean, well, I mean, it don't be no. I mean, he got thrown to the fire early on. I mean, really ain't no stats to see here. He got through in the fire early on, bro. Struggled a little bit. Nick Bosa kind of owned him. A lot of people didn't agree when I said Nick Bosa owned him. He did in that game, but he held his own, switching a couple days before the game. So I don't think I think he did pretty good, considering the circumstances. So I think he did really, really good considering the circumstances, man. And so yeah, I think you give him a grade A to F. I think easily this one, the easier ones, you give him an A. I mean, he fought through a lot of adversity this year, and then when he naturally went back to his right tackle position, I mean, he was already proficient at left. A lot of people trying to trade Taylor Decker. Um, a lot of people trying to trade some. Oh, we should move Taylor Decker. We might get a new guy. The way Decker contract is structured, it's not gonna happen, bro. It's just it ain't no reason to trade him. Honestly, bro. I mean, not right now. You really trade him to swap out a strength from the tackle from Alabama. That makes zero sense. You paid him, so you're gonna take another cap hit, right? If there's any cap hit you take on after getting out of cap hell, the only hit that you should be taking is Jared Goff cap hit. That's the only one if you're able to get an upgrade. And the upgrade must be Rodgers, Watson, Russell, Kyler Murray type of upgrade. That's the only one. That's the only one that you should be willing to work to make. You know. So I mean, it's easy. Every adversity went through, he really fit the bill. It's hard to kind of like it's hard to be a tackle and kind of to get the credit that he got this year, because as soon as you whiff on the block, soon as as soon as you miss or you get beat, that's all that make the highlight reel. Either you pancake somebody, you miss, or get beat. And most of the time missing to get beat takes over the entire entire highlight. So it's a lot of pressure being the tackle going high, because all they remember is a pancake or you missing and getting beat. That's the only thing they remember about you. And let's talk about Levi Anazorki. All right, he didn't have the best season. I was high on him coming out. Had a back injury to kick it off. Here you go. Dude, he be whining about nothing. Chihuahuas are like funny type of dogs. He Chihuahua mini pin. They can just hollering. That might be Amazon. He gonna holler. Let me mute for a second. He gonna holler. Not a big dog barking. Okay, we just gonna have to deal with it. I should have been did this video. So I had a back injury. One of the things I said about him and Sewell, they both come from the Pac-12. One of the things I said about them was that they did not play in the previous football season. So that would be the 2020 football season. They did not play, and it depends on how they preserve themselves. And obviously, Anazurki had a back injury, and I don't know. He looked pretty good in preseason, but overall, now you look at his snap percentages right there: 15, 24, 29, 30, 21, 34, 45, 30, 41, 33, 63, uh, when 40, 35, 46, 50, 47. Then you also look at, the run game did shore up, but you also look at Nick Williams and Michael Brocker. They absolutely did jack rabbit crap this season as far as sacks. But the game he actually played 40% of the snaps. He had 4 combined tackles. He had 2 assists, 1 solo. And then he didn't record a sack. He recorded 1 sack on the season, but he wasn't playing a lot of the snaps, and compared to a guy like Michael Brockers, 67, 83. See, look at his snap percentages are a lot higher, and he only got 1 sack on the season. Come on. So you're really looking at him being the run stopper. You look at Nick Williams. Higher 64, 72, kind of went up and down through the season. He got a half a sack. But when you got them 3 down linemen, it really ain't per se about sacks. It's really about stopping the run, eating up space for the linebackers to roam free. That's what it's about. But and also he was a 4-3 defensive. I think it was a 4-3 3 technique in college, and then you switch them to a 3-4. When you draft guys, man, you probably say, ask them, do you think you can play 3-4 defensive end? Of course, he's gonna say yes because he want to get drafted and he don't want a bad mark on his resume, right? And or in his interview. So I mean, it is what it is, and I think it's an adjustment to go from a 3 technique to go to a 3-4 defensive end. It definitely is. It's 3 down linemen instead of 4, less protection, more. So you got a lot of times you're going 3 on. Sometimes you're going 3 on 5 in coverage, and then or that edge guy's coming off to make it a 4. So really, you don't have that defensive tackle close to you to really eat up that space. So, I still believe in him. Like I said, I'm not a fan of going to the 3-4, but it worked for the Lions most of last year, especially throughout the injuries. But like I said, he learned a whole different position coming off a year of not playing football. Come on, it's hard to preserve yourself a year not after getting football. So I'll give him a C minus. He still was taken high, still got to be graded accordingly. He gets a C minus from me, but I still, it's too early to write him off. So injury, year off. I knew between him and Sewell, possibly both of them was going to have a bad year. And Lee McNeil, I think he improved throughout the year, helped shore up the run defense throughout whoever came in and came out. A lot of people talking about getting the kid from Georgia, but I don't see how that both of them work on the defensive line together. So he would have to be getting the hell out of there. But his snap count wasn't as high as neither. Obviously he playing the nose, 51, 40, 20%, 36%, 42, 26. So his snap count, they rotated a lot of them guys in and out, and he still managed to get 2 sacks. That's a half sack more than Brockers and and Nick Williams combined. So I mean, like I said before, you look at that line, they could use another guy that I'd rather just go to a 4-3 to be simpler. You can put McNeil on the inside, Anazor get the 3 technique, put Romeo Hand back in the dirt. Whoever you draft the end hand in the dirt, Charles Harrison in the dirt. It's just more simpler, bro. But and then you can now you only need 1 inside linebacker instead of 2. So, but like I said before, I think he did pretty good, man in the nose. He did pretty good, giving him the help stopping the run in the middle, athletic, made some plays. It's just that he didn't get the snap count. He's a nose tackles, and if you look at a lot of nose tackles, especially in this, they come out on passing downs. They probably slide John Panisi in on they probably slide John Panisi in on the passing downs. He's a little bit more athletic, but look at his snap count is pretty much low, and he still managed. He didn't manage nothing. So like I said before, he look good in certain situations. Panisi flashes, So I said this team all about the depth, but I give McNeil a B minus. B minus. He did play the previous college football year. Nose tackle tough to play. Nose tackles you don't really measure them. You don't really measure their success on stats. They stop the run. They free shit up for the linebackers to get free. So you can't measure your stat. I'll give him a nice B minus. Seeing the flash this year. Athletic enough to probably give you some time on passing downs too. So we'll see. They rotated a lot of guys in and out. Therefore nobody was effective enough. It seems like so. Pretty much struggled across the line as far as getting pressures and sacks, but 3-4, your 3 down linemen usually not the ones to get the pressure or the sack. So I'll give him a B minus. Malafano, he right there. Got injured, had that one really good game or a little bit of that game with he had that one solid game with against Green Bay, played 7. Came back 13, 14, 15, 16, and then got some snaps here 22, 46, 13, 7. He got 100% of the snaps versus Atlanta. Had 4 tackles, 5 combined, 1 assist, forced a fumble in game 1. So he played 100% of the snaps, 16, 17, 99% versus Green Bay. So didn't play much versus Arizona, but got the Minnesota game, played a little. One thing you look at him, you say, potential safety, or you look at him as potential number 1 corner if Martin Aurier does move on. Like I said before, I can't give him a grade. Honestly, it's incomplete. That's when we put his grade. I don't think we've seen enough of him, but he did flash. But I can't give him a grade based on flashing. But it kind of probably mirrors that Amani Aurier rookie season, where he didn't play a lot of snaps down he didn't play a lot of snaps down in the season because he got injured early on, inactive, but he came back, and then he started playing a lot of snaps towards the end, towards the middle season. He got that experience on the back end, and he busted out good. So they got a decision to make on Amani Aurier as far as money. But Melifonwu, I like what he lived versus Devontae Adams. So right then and there, he showed you he has the potential to be number 1, and he had the size to be a number 1. He probably could be a safety on the back of his career. So he did that, with basic coaching, coming out of training camp, and now he got opportunity to see the speed. They do move on to Martin Aurier. He probably gonna be guarding the ones. Parker gonna slide into there, and then I forget the other dude's name, bro. Oh my god, I know he tired of me forgetting his name. If you watch the show, Jerry Jacobs. So they got depth there. They could probably draft another guy, bring a veteran in too. So I gotta give him an incomplete based on he didn't do enough. Amon-Ra St. Brown, hell of a player. I gotta say A plus. He started off a little. I say A because he started off a little shaky. But part of that too, you gotta give him an A plus. I'm sorry, I'm giving him an A plus because he dealt with Jared Goff the majority of the season. 90 catches, that's a Lion record. Obviously, they played an extra game. 912 yards, 5 TDs. He really started to come on strong on the back half on the back half. You know what I'm saying? His targets went up in the beginning. He was a rookie, and I don't think Jared Goff really trusted him. But kind of when they got Josh Reynolds, man, I think he really started to take off. I think Reynolds' first game was like Chicago. But then 12 team. I think Reynolds did a lot for Jared Goff confidence, and that did a lot for Amon-Ra St. Brown confidence. 12 targets, 12 targets, 11, 11, 11, 10. No matter if it was Boyle or Jared Goff, he was making himself available and catching the majority of the targets. If you had a quarterback that could throw it down the field, I think these receiving number yards would go up. So yeah, A plus, dealing with Boyle, dealing with Jared Goff non-throwing self. I mean, by far A plus with all things he probably need to work on. Just keep honing his craft, honing his route making. I think he's gonna be a guy that be an inside slot guy that can go outside and play a little bit outside. But Reynolds is probably gonna be your outside guy. And Amon-Ra's gonna be the guy you move around like Hines Ward, and they just gotta find a number 1. On the outside, I think he's gonna be that much more deadlier with Hockenson over the middle. So yeah, but A plus dealing with them quarterbacks. Derek Barnes, I didn't. Let's see exactly what He did throughout his career. Didn't play a lot of snaps. You see, down the stretch, it started to heat up right here, and then right here, and like I said before, man, I think he switched positions, man. I think another guy, um, I think the guy who was a pass rusher, I think I got to give him incomplete. A guy that was an edge rusher, now they trying to put him in the middle. Um, yeah, I got to give him an incomplete grade, man. I just can't. I don't have enough on him to really give an opinion on. So I would say incomplete grade. He learned a whole new position, rushing off the edge and playing the inside. It's totally two different things. He got some. He didn't record it. He got recorded 2 sacks. Had some tackles, but I can't really speak enough on him. And then Jamar Jefferson, he flashed. He flashed his athletic ability, but then he got hurt. Then I think he fumbled the ball. But he flashed while the Lions took him. He flashed in some of these games. He did flash, and yeah, it just wasn't enough for really great. You've seen some potential in him. You see how quick, he played faster than his 40 time. He quick, very quick. So it's not enough to go on there, but it's enough promise there. It's enough potential there to say, yeah, he's pretty good. And then we can just switch over and talk about some of the other guys that was undrafted, and obviously talk about a guy like Jerry Jacobs, man. Very good guy. I think he potential starter in this league. You talk about AJ Parker, slot outside starter in this league. So they got two players right there that I think are potential starters. That's why I say it's not imperative that you draft a cornerback at all. You probably need some depth, but cool to come back. I don't know if you could depend on him. But Parker, Jacobs, and then second year player Bobby Price, he got injured. But Parker and Jacobs and Elefante Malafanu give you three really good choices. And obviously, if you don't bring back Amani Ararie, then you probably do start thinking about Stingley, or you do start thinking about some veteran free agents out there that can come in there and hold it down, and and hold it down on the outside. So I mean, so yeah, them two guys showed up big, and obviously expect them to make a jump. But in football or in sports, sometimes the that jump, sometimes you get the sophomore slump. They study you, and you really see the jump if there is going to be a jump in the third year. And some of the free guys you got is Stephon Gilmore, Joe Hayden, Kyle Fuller, Charles Harris, Patrick Peterson, Bryce Callahan, Jason Verrett, Kevin King, Xavier Rose. So a lot of these dudes are older. J.C. Jackson might be a guy that you could target, but then again, I think you probably preferably want to pay Amani Rari, and I felt that probably should have been happened, but after he had the season that he had. So you probably want to sign a Rari. A lot of young guys, you ain't got to worry about paying nobody. Figure out the safety situation. If you bring back Walker and Amani Rari, I don't think anybody be mad. But yeah, Parker and Jerry Jacobs kind of, they get healthy, makes you kind of really want to think like you probably should keep Monty Rarier with those young guys. And Melifano probably got the most promise. See what happened with Okuda. But yeah, bringing Walker back should be a priority. Guys that want to be here, guys that kind of got a feel for the system and should take a jump in another year. But obviously, you don't want to pay, league high money for a safety in the corner. So if that's the case, then Stingley might become in play. Hamilton probably come in play. Daxton Hill down there might come play, and a few other guys. So, yeah, that is what it is. And I think the rookie of the year in the Pistons, on the Lions, obviously it's Penei Sewell and Amon-Ra St. Brown sharing that honors. Todd, I think they, if I had to give it to one, I really couldn't, because receivers catch balls, and like I said, offensive linemen don't get enough credit. So I say they share the offensive rookie of the year. The rookie of the year for the Detroit Lions, Penei Sewell and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications if we go live or drop a video. Check me out on Spotify and Anchor. I have some more content coming probably sometime this month. more kind of what you guys into. It's on Spotify, Anchor, Goodfella TV podcast. Other than that, man, appreciate the love and support. Want to financially support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Appreciate the love and support. One time for one time. Peace.